Okay. Here we go. Let's go. That's right. It's out. The first official trailer for the Michael Jackson biopic. It's out, man, and we gotta check it out. We gotta react to it. We gotta analyze it. I am so excited. Even though the last video I put out, it was a sort of a reaction to the teaser trailer. I wasn't so hot on it just because, there's a whole lot of baggage. Okay, there's a whole lot of things concerned about the actual content of the film. It's potentially just a, just silky smooth type of portrayal of Michael Jackson. There's nothing, there might not be anything deep here. There might not be anything substantial. It might not be sophisticated. It might just be, a very cookie cutter, typical, portrayal of Michael Jackson. And everybody will love it because there's that. Just listen to Paris Jackson talk about, the biopic and from what she knows of the script. So I'm concerned on that front, but I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm going to be there day one. And this first trailer here is going to give us a better look, in terms of how the movie is going to be. The teaser trailer was just a tease, right? I had a lot of, in fact, I just was kind of meh on it. I was just kind of like, whatever, you know what I mean? But I think after watching this trailer, I'll have a better idea. I'm still probably going to say things that, just come to mind. You might not agree. In fact, I got a lot of people that did not like my opinions on that reaction to that teaser trailer. So look, man, if you want a Michael Jackson channel that is all, it's everything's amazing, it's all great, I can't wait, yeah, big smile, I look at things at a critical lens because that's what Michael Jackson deserves, and that's how he viewed the world, that's how he viewed art, so he deserves the same thing with his biopic, okay? He's the greatest entertainer of all time. He deserves the absolute best, okay? I want this movie to win Oscars. That's what I want. That's what Michael Jackson would have wanted, right? So, here we go. Let's do it. First trailer for Michael. Let's hope it's good. Okay, we got the Bad Tour.
You're confident. You're strong. You're beautiful. You're the greatest of all time.
Wow.
Let me tell you something. In this life, you're either a winner or you're a loser. Y'all want to work in a steel mill like me for the rest of your days?
No, sir.
Yeah, because I sure as hell don't. Y'all willing to fight for it?
Yes, sir.
I need to hear you a little louder. Y'all willing to fight for it?
Yes, sir.
Ready whenever you are, Michael.
Do you know what I'm after? You want to be the biggest star in the world?
We need to capitalize on Michael's success. Because the Jackson family is the brand. That's our Coca-Cola. And we need to start selling. So I'm planning an international tour. This is just the beginning.
I need to think.
I told you what to think.
I love my family, but I just want to do my own thing. Just have all these ideas in my head. Just got to get them out.
Then do it, Michael. Not a little boy anymore.
People always told me, be careful what you do.
Michael, I knew you were different the moment you were born. You have a very special life.
And mother always told me, be careful who you love.
I believe music can change the world.
Till the lie becomes the truth. The bitter cheese, not my love.
Spread love,
The bitter cheese,
joy,
not my love.
and peace.
She just scared.
That is what I want the world to feel. Magic.
Okay. Here we go. Let's go. Oh my God, I hope I'm not going to eat my goddamn words. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Hey. Okay, look, the movie's not out yet. Do not come at me here. The movie is not out yet. We do not know if this movie will be good or not, but oh my God, that is a fantastic trailer. That is a fantastic trailer. Okay, there. Okay. The rumor is, right, that this isn't even a rumor. This is confirmed, technically this is good reporting that's been done. This movie is intended to be split into 2 parts, okay? So this movie is going to come out, and hopefully it does well, and then the studio will release the second film next year, okay? Or later this year, I don't know. I don't know how that would work, but this first part of the movie, it seems like it's just going to tackle the Off the Wall era, Jackson 5 era, and a little bit of the bad era. And then the second film is going to tackle probably the Dangerous era, and then History, Invincible, so on and so forth. If that's what they're going to do, I could see this working. Okay, this is sort of the precipice. It's sort of like a lot of what people consider the peak of Michael Jackson, right? So we start off really strong. And then that second film goes really deeper into the challenges of Michael Jackson's life. And not that he didn't have any challenges here, but this trailer just solidified even further that this movie is going to be, it's going to have some nuance in there a little bit with I like how subtle it was, okay? Because a first trailer it's not supposed to, it's not supposed to completely show, every single plot point of the movie, like in great detail, right? But we get a little bit of a taste. I like how they showed sort of the beginning of it, right? We all know how the movie's going to begin, right? Probably little boy MJ with his brothers. He's going to be discovered by his mom, the singing the amazing talent that he has, and then he's going to replace his brothers, right? But the question is, are we going to see some violence? Are we going to see him and his brothers getting beat by his father? Are we going to see that tension, right? This trailer didn't show it. It might. Hopefully, the movie does show it. But like I said, it might not completely. These trailers are not going to show everything, right? That's good. That's really good. So, and we get a little bit of taste of the conflict between the father and his son around the middle of the trailer when Michael sort of asks Joe a question, and then Joe sort of responds like he sort of counteracts him. And it was a very awkward sort of interaction that tells you that there is a hierarchical dynamic here, a very oppressive dynamic between Joe and his sons, right? So that's good. I like how they did it. It was subtle. They completely showed it, and they were like, we don't have to go all the way here in the trailer. We can just show you a little bit, right? That was fantastic. The way that it began, oh my God, was amazing. And then the trailer kind of changes a little bit and just kind of goes into it starts off very, like I said, it's very Jackson 5-y, very off the wall-ish, it's fine, it's all good. But it's not until that Thriller era where MJ really starts becoming the icon that he is, right? And I like how it changes the sort of, the narrative of the trailer changes at that moment right there, because that's when MJ does change, right? And I also like the trailer has this, it uses music as a storytelling device as well, by having Don't Stop Till You Get Enough sort of evolve, like it begins just kind of slowly, the pieces are just kind of playing a little bit, pieces of the song, and then finally we get the full song. So I like how there's a lot of nuance here with this trailer that I really appreciate. And then there's some stuff going on later. So let's just go sort of frame by frame, but overall, I'm really digging this. And I do not want to eat my words. In fact, I already ate my words now with my previous reaction to the teaser trailer because I was concerned. This is making me a little bit more hyped, but only if that second movie is going to tackle the really, really dark parts of MJ's life and the very gray, complex areas of his life that a lot of people may not look very fondly, to. So I don't know, but let's go. Let's start from the beginning here, and let's just kind of. Here we have the Dodgers Stadium, I presume. I mean, it might be the Wembley Arena. I don't know. I don't know if Diana is going to make an appearance here. Princess of Wales. I'm not sure. Probably. I don't know. I think in the teaser trailer they showed sort of the Dodgers Stadium. So, MJ did play some concerts here in the United States with the bad era. So, this might be Dodger Stadium. So we get a little bit of there. CGI, of course. It's all CGI, of course. We're used to that. Okay, so we get the starting piano of Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, right, which is cool.
Confident. You're strong. You're beautiful. You're the greatest of all time.
Let me tell you something.
Bro, the fact that this movie began with MJ's manifesto, because we know during the Off the Wall era, MJ wrote a personal manifesto to himself, basically saying, I'm going to be the greatest of all time. I'm going to do no interviews. I'm going to be the greatest actor, the greatest learner. I'm going to learn from the greats and surpass them. Like, I'm going to be the greatest, dude. I like how the trailer starts with that, dude. Right then and there, I am already like a little bit more confident that this movie will understand the nature and the psychology of Michael Jackson as a person, right? Let's go, dude. That's what I'm talking about. This is good stuff. Oh my God. And Jafar Jackson's voice absolutely nails it. Oh my God. It's literally sounds like MJ. He is playing his uncle to the T, man. To a T, I guess is what people say. Whatever. Oh, it's fantastic. Okay, obviously we got Gary, Indiana here. At the time, of course, the steel factory, it was the biggest money maker, the biggest money bringer, to this town of Gary, Indiana. So I like how they're showing that there.
In this life, you're either a winner or you're a loser. Y'all want to work in a steel mill like me for the rest of your days?
Right.
No, sir.
Yeah, because I sure as hell don't. Y'all willing to fight for it?
Yes.
I like how we hear that Don't Stop Till You Get Enough bass, right? I'm telling you, it's building. And then we're just sort of seeing, shots and shots and shots of the Jackson 5, right? It's great stuff here. And Coleman Domingo as Joe Jackson, they did stuff to his face. Like they actually didn't just have him playing himself, face wise. They did stuff to his face to look more like Joe Jackson, which is really, really cool. And again, this sort of small piece of dialogue that we have from Joe Jackson tells us again sort of where this desire for greatness came from. And I like how they paired it right after MJ's monologue here in the trailer, because MJ, right in this trailer in the beginning, he's like, I want to be great. I want to be the greatest of all time. And then we go right to the beginning of his life with his father sort of telling the same things. You're either a loser or a winner, right? It's the same mindset, dude. That sort of desire to be perfect comes from Michael Jackson's early childhood, and that was a curse and a blessing. And I like how they pair it together. It's fantastic. Good stuff here. Whoever edited this trailer, my God.
Y'all willing to fight for it?
Yes, sir.
Ready whenever you. The two shots of little boy MJ and then off the wall MJ, dude, come on.
You are Michael.
Oh yeah. Good stuff, dude.
Do you know what I'm after? You want to be the biggest star in the world?
We need to capitalize on Michael's success because the Jackson family is the brand. That's our Coca-Cola.
Ooh, yeah. See, look, Joe Jackson, once again, right, the patriarch of the Jackson family, the brand, the entertainment value, he is trying to control everything, right? And I mean, to his credit, he's the reason, a big reason why the Jacksons got super famous and why Michael Jackson was able to do what he's doing, right? And so right here, he's trying to continue that sort of momentum with the Jacksons. And oh my God, these outfits, dude. I'm sorry, I gotta go back here. Okay, Miles Teller as John Branca. Look at this outfit, dude. Good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Oh my God. Jafar looks fantastic. Just perfectly capturing the outfits and do you know what I'm after? His dialogue there, peak MJ voice right there. Amazing. Oh my God. This is so accurate. It's great stuff.
You know what I'm after? You want to be the biggest star in the world?
There's Miles Teller's John Branca. Hey man, again, I think they did stuff to his face. I like how they were like, if we're gonna do that to Jafar Jackson, we got to do it to everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, We got to do it to Coleman Domingo. We got to do it to Miles Teller. It's good stuff.
We need to capitalize.
I mean, to be fair, it's not anything new. I mean, like Rami Malek did it for, Freddie Mercury, right? So prosthetics in film is not anything new, but I like how they're, being consistent with it, right? This is an iconic outfit as well during the Off the Wall era, I believe. The hat, the shirt.
On Michael's success.
Frank DeLeo, of course, iconic manager, I believe, of Michael Jackson. Frank DeLeo here, pretty accurate right here, I gotta say. Pretty accurate.
Because the Jackson family is the brand. That's a
Dude, we've seen this before, but my God, look at that. Look at that cinematography, dude. Look at that Jackson cinematography. This is good stuff. I don't want to take this stuff for granted. I really don't. That's a great shot right there. It's perfect.
Because the Jackson family is the brand. That's a Coca-Cola.
Oh my God, look at that. Still, again, telling you. Coleman Domingo, man. Great actor and a lot of help from those prosthetics.
And we need to start selling.
These are great shots, dude. Look at this. Is this going to be the greatest looking biopic ever? Probably. Jesus
Start
Christ.
selling. So
I'm planning an international tour. This is just the beginning.
I need to think.
I told you what to think.
There it is, man. There it is. I love that. And then from this point, the trailer changes. It's good stuff.
I love my family, but I just want to do my own thing. Just have all these ideas.
See, this is the Encino, California home. Great stuff here. Great shot here. Look at this. This is beautiful. I think they're going to do it, guys. I think they're going to do it. I talked about this in my previous videos where I've talked about the Michael Jackson biopic and what I want to see, but I want to see them sort of show just the loneliness of Michael Jackson and his longing, and I think maybe this is a completely different scene. I don't know. It looks like this is the scene where he ends up talking to this guy, or he ends up driving just by himself, and then he ends up talking to this guy here.
I love my family, but I just want to do my own thing.
Yeah, this guy right here. I don't know. Also, in movies, they sort of switch up scenes. They make you think that this scene is happening here. Who knows if this is going to be fully realized in the movie the way that we're seeing it here? But his sort of loneliness, right? And he has a desire for greatness, but he's also just he ended up being the greatest, the biggest star in the world. And so, I don't know, he clearly feels, MJ has always felt alienated from his family as well, because in almost in many ways, he was just better than all of his brothers, right? So in a way, it sort of created this rift between him and his brothers. Obviously, we know that with Jermaine, and obviously he created a rift with his father, right? To just sort of firing him as his manager. Just look at him walking by himself.
All these ideas in my head.
And I just, this single shot of him just walking by himself, I really hope they just fully go on with, with that sentiment of just how alone MJ was and how alienated he felt, but at the same time wanting to pursue this greatness, right? Like, it's great stuff here. And this shot is giving me hope that they're going to do that. I mean, just look at the shot. It's perfect. Like, if you were going to tell me that this was a shot from the Michael Jackson biopic, I'd be like, this is the type of shots we need to be getting. It can't just all be lights, action, grandeur. It's got to have something like this too, right? Beautiful.
All these ideas in my head. Just got to get them out.
Oh my God. Are they going to do it, dude? They're going to show him creating a song? I'm totally down for it, dude. Totally down for it.
Then do it, Michael. Not a little boy anymore.
That's cool.
Michael, I knew you were different.
Okay. So I'm guessing this is Bubbles. Is this Bubbles? It's got to be Bubbles, right? It's got to be Bubbles. MJ reading Peter Pan. Awesome. Fantastic. We know how much MJ loved Peter Pan, right? And almost he adopted the Peter Pan philosophy, almost to a degree that was an obsession. Bubbles, this looks a little iffy. I'm not gonna lie. I wish they would have just gotten the guys from the Planet of the Apes. Just get the guys to fix this, because this looks a little iffy. Again, MJ did have bubbles around the Thriller era, like around there, around before, I think slightly before the Thriller era, during the Thriller era. Like he did have bubbles. So this might be then. I'm not sure. It's got to be. It's got to be Bubbles. If it's his imagination, that would be cool too. But I mean, he did have Bubbles the chimp. So, you know, here his. This is awesome. This is great. Just shows. Just MJ was a nerd. He was a fantasy geek. He was. This is during. Oh, you got Off the Wall there. Interesting. Did MJ have Bubbles during Off the Wall? I don't know about that. For some reason, it just screams Thriller era to me. I don't know if this is like his imagination, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, you got Off the Wall right there. I'm not sure what's going on, but love sort of displaying all of the stuff that he had because, yeah, MJ wasn't a boring dude. You know, his house had to be incredibly eccentric. So this is good stuff.
Michael, I knew you were different the moment you were born.
I hope the film has some sort of, you know, it's not just grounded and realistic. I hope it has a little bit of fantastical nature to it. Like, I hope there's some illusion scenes, some fantasy scenes. I really hope the film kind of has some fun with that because that's what MJ would have done. I mean, just look at his film that he made, Moonwalker. That film is like a total, like, if you were on drugs, that film is a giant trip, dude. You know what I mean? Like, so I hope it's not just grounded the entire time. She's a fantastic actress as well, playing Katherine Jackson.
You have a very special life.
Oh, that's great. Great shot with her dialogue.
Different the moment you were born. You have a very special life.
Experience is genius.
I believe music can change the world.
Cool.
Spread love, joy, and peace. That
Pepsi
is what I
commercial.
want the world to feel.
All right. Oh my God, there's so much. Okay, so they're showing the Pepsi commercial. That's good stuff. That's beautiful. That looks like it's Victory Tour.
Joy and peace.
They're showing the Pepsi commercial hair on fire incident. That's great. This is sort of the beginning of MJ's, you know, very dangerous trek through painkiller addiction. So I hope they show that here in the film too. Great shot there. The shadow, the light, beautiful. I mean, the guy who's directing it, he knows how to direct films. Fantastic director, right? Antoine Fuqua.
It's what I want the world to feel.
Okay. I like this. Let me see. Let me back that up here. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, hold on. All I'm saying is that he's doing the moonwalk the opposite way during the Motown 25 era. But MJ did moonwalks twice in that one, and he did it facing that way the second time. So it might be that. But he did this movement when he did the second moonwalk. I'm nitpicking here, but this is important. And I didn't see his hand do this, like, you know, sort of do this. I didn't see him do that, but it might have cut away a little bit. But it was also a quick moonwalk. So I don't know. I'm nitpicking, but I'm just saying. I guess as long as he's kicking with the right leg, right? That's all that matters. That's a beautiful shot too. Look at this. Look at this cinematography, dude. Look at this light and darkness. It's amazing, dude.
Magic.
Yes. Yes. Okay. There's no stupid, like, you know, little like 2-3 second giggle, you know, scene or whatever after the title card. I love this shot. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful shot right there. His little smile right there, his hand. Great stuff. Just fantastic stuff. I'll end it here, man. I'm optimistic. A little bit more. Listen, guys, I'm a pessimist. I'm a pessimist at heart, okay? I'm a disappointed idealist, really, at the end of the day. And ultimately, that makes me a pessimist. So I am more optimistic about this movie. If, you know, we're doing the whole two-parter thing and it ends up being still nuanced and good, although I'm still concerned about Paris Jackson's comments, I really am. But this first movie is going to be safe. It's going to be safe. You know, MJ's not doing anything weird, you know, in this part of his life here. So it's a very safe thing to do, you know. So I'm optimistic just because of how great this trailer was and how much it captured the essence of Michael Jackson as a person. Not just the big grand stuff, right? Him winning the Grammys and all that, and Billie Jean and Thriller, like who he was as a person, his philosophy, right? This trailer showed us that. And I'm in, dude. Let's go. April can't come any sooner. Oh my God. And I think it's late April too, I think. So, you know, we still got, but hey, it's already February. It's already February. Oh God, I'm excited, okay? I'm excited. I gotta say I'm excited. Sometimes the second trailer ends up being worse than the first trailer, so who knows? At the end of the day, the movie is what matters, right? The movie's gonna matter. So you'll see me making videos for sure. You'll see me making some more videos. But let me know in the comment section below what you have to say about this trailer. Does this excite you more for the Michael Jackson biopic? Let me know in the comment section below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Give this video a like if you like, dislike it if you didn't. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content. You want to see more stuff like this. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you, you beautiful creature. But I think that's it for me. You all take care. Stay safe, and until next time, I love you.